The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, to give to Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Brady now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. Pushing his way through and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Motion, pop, 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 pop. Take it, take it. Who do you want? Who do you want?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Succop will put this one right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 70 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is down to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A short kick, now a hit, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now Brady again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Brady. That's caught by Howard. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. On the ball. 45's the Mike. Hey, check it. I'm covering.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 51 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here I come. 36.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A slant to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Jones. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw. Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Right here. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Quick move by Miller.
Bring in the second string.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Doing nothing!
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. Mike 9.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Let's go, D.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 74 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. No. 3 down. 45's the mic. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, Alabama.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D. 450. It's going to be a long day. 45, Mike, 45.
Now a play fake. Brady. Flush to his right. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Bring it up. Wait, check 380. Check Mike 45. All day. Ozzy.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Check your hot read. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 49. Hey, 66. 69. Check safety, check safety.
A give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One receiver to the left is Evans. On third down, Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Hey, check. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, check it.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On play action, now Brady. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Fournette on the counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, there you go, just your everyday leading. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Wide, 80. 45. Yeah. Hey, check. 45. Check back 45. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 47.
Now Brady.
45 to the line. Quit talking about it.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Regular.
Brady now to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
72. Jack it, reload.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mike, 45.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 24. Check 24. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Get him, boy.
That second down play nets a -4. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hey, check Mike 45.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
He wasn't ready. Wait, that 380. Check 45 to Mike.
In your face.
Shift, shift.
Oh, they'll run the option right. They'll go
Showtime
with a
today,
big
baby.
back Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Off the option, it's Jones. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Check 31, check 31. Check 9, check 9.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch
Now they'll throw with Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6.
So we got man. Mike 9, hey. You got it.
This is Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait, that 53. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Shift.
They hand this one to Gronk.
Check.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, turn it up. Tighten up. Kill. Watch the shift. Hey, 166.
They're going to run for it with Jones. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go. Wide 80. 45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Check nickel. Mike's 54.
The final shot before half for Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey. Mike, Sugar. Mike's 5-4. I got it. Mike's 50.
Brady going to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Way too easy.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Check the backer. Ozzy. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming for you. You mine. 45. Mike, 45. There we go. It was
from just shy of midfield. Brady. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Under 10. 10.
On play action, it's Brady. A check down here to Jones. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action, now it's Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They're going to run this with a tight end. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Switch. Quick edge. Go.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 37. Watch the safety creep.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Mike 9.
Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.